Manager 2026 is around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and I could not be more excited if I tried. We're going to be discussing our 3 main series right here in this video. You hear the video ideas. If you are excited, please do leave a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments down below what series you're most excited for, and of course subscribe if you want more Football Manager content. We're going to be blasting out Football Manager content this year, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a year off without FM25. I am gagging for more Football Manager. This channel started on Football Manager and we're making a big return for FM26. There will be daily uploads, there will be live streams and more, ladies and gentlemen, all revolving around Football Manager. And we have some really exciting series planned this year. Also in the comments, let me know what save you're going to be doing. I'm interested and excited to hear what you are going to be managing or who you are going to be managing when FM26 finally drops. First and foremost, for the beta, we're going to be doing an Arsenal save. Ladies and gentlemen, it just made sense to do an Arsenal save for the beta. They're the team I support. They're the team I know the most. And also, for the beta, normally it's only 2 weeks. Hopefully it comes out tomorrow, 21st, exactly 2 weeks before. We don't know exactly yet, but I'm hoping it's a Tuesday. Arsenal is the team I know the most. Arsenal is the team I love the most. On FM, when you know the team, when you know the players, you feel a bit more engaged, a bit more interested because you know the team. You want to see them succeed. So for the 2-week beta, we're going to be doing Arsenal just so I can learn the new UI, learn everything. I don't want to start a low team for the beta because, you know, it defeats the purpose. You only have 2 weeks of the beta before the full game is released. So we're going to be doing Arsenal for the first couple of weeks, and I think it's going to be a fun one. Again, trying to win the Premier League, trying to win the Champions League. We have a lot of money, so we can buy a lot of players, use some high-rated players, and of course, it's in the Premier League, which everyone likes, everyone knows, and they have the new licensing for. So we get to see all the new face packs and logo packs and kit packs and stuff like that representing Football Manager 2026. I think it's a perfect beta save. It's the team I love, and I'm really excited to see Gyökeres, Saka, Martinelli, all these players that I know, and I feel like it's going to be exciting because, again, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them score. I know what tactics work with the team. I know what positions work well for certain players. So for the beta, we're going to be doing an Arsenal save. I think a lot of people are going to be doing Manchester United and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of Prem saves out there. But I think Arsenal is a fun one. So long now, we've been second place, second fiddle to Man City or Liverpool. We need to win a Premier League. That's the goal. Premier League and Champions League in the beta is the goal. Start off FM26 with a bang. Win the Premier League, win the Champions League, and make Arsenal the best possible Arsenal team we've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. So that is going to be our beta save. Now, when it comes to the full game, we have 2 saves to talk about. We have a video edited save, and then we also have a live stream save. Now, people that have watched my channel for a long time, a lot of people found this channel because of something called Regents FC. Regents FC was basically a create a club series live streamed where my YouTube community can get their own player involved in our team. It was a beloved series, started back in 2018 on this channel, and people still talk about Regents FC to this day. Regents FC is how Regents Pro Wrestling came around because I love the immersiveness. I love adding everyone in to our universe. This year, I don't think they have a Create a Club feature. Now, we may eventually do a Regents FC return because there may be a pre-game editor that we can get involved in, but that's not the series we're here to talk about. However, because I know people love Regents FC, I know people love getting involved in this series, I do still want you guys in the Football Manager universe. So, if you become a YouTube member, not only do you get your RPW, Regents Pro Wrestling contract to join our wrestling universe, you also get a player in our Football Manager universe. That means your player will be involved in the Arsenal beta series, the live stream series, and the main channel video edited series. Your player will be around in the universe. Let's say, for example, your name is Sam and you support Chelsea, and you leave a comment saying, I just became a YouTube member. I want my player to be a striker, 6'4" at Chelsea. Boom. He will be added into our universe. And then let's say 50 episodes down the line, you can leave a comment saying, oh, Sam here, can you check how my player is doing? And in the next video or in the live stream, if it's on the live stream save. We can type in his name and we can see how your player is doing. I want a bunch of you guys all around the world. Imagine one of our community members, one of our channel members winning the Ballon d'Or, winning the World Cup, winning the Champions League. Imagine we buy one of your players, we manage one of your players, we sell one of your players, your players score against us. I think it's going to be so awesome, randomly managing a team in Italy, for example, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, who's that? One of our YouTube members scored against us to beat us in a cup final. Imagine the scenes, how awesome that would be. I think it's going to be incredible, and I want to see as many of you guys as possible involved. We have about 50 YouTube members already, so there's going to be a lot of people around in the world. Again, another little incentive to become a YouTube member on the channel. It does help my channel out, of course, and it also has added perks now, RPW and an FM contract. For the live stream series, we are bringing back one of my favorite series of all time, ladies and gentlemen, the Manager Reputation Challenge. And again, even though Regents FC is not going to be the live stream series this year, we have still involved one of my favorite series. And again, you guys, if you become a YouTube member, can still get involved in this series too. So even though it's not going to be Regents FC on one team, your players will still be in the universe. Manager Reputation Challenge is something I absolutely love. The premise is you start as a half-star manager, unemployed, every single league in the entire game loaded, and you have no qualifications, no coaching badges, no previous play experience. You have nothing. It's like me becoming a manager, and the goal is you have to get 5-star rep. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this works as a live stream series too, because the live stream community, I think, prefer those rags to riches stories, those random leagues. You know, we can go to like Korea, we can go to Australia, we can go to Norway. You go to any league to try and scratch and claw your way up. And again, maybe along the way, we see some of your players in the world as we scratch and claw our way up from half-star to 5-star. This is a slog. This is a challenge. This is all focused on the manager. You're switching teams, you're switching nations, you're switching leagues, trying to win as many trophies to boost your reputation as quick as possible to reach that 5-star reputation, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a live stream series. We'll probably end up getting a schedule. RPW's Monday and Friday, maybe like every Wednesday will be Manager Reputation Challenge, every Tuesday and Wednesday, something like that. We'll get a little system going. So on that day, there'll be no upload, but we'll have a live stream instead to get Manager Reputation into the flow of the channel. And again, I think it'll be a nice breakup between our main series and our FIFA Career Mode content. Very, very excited about this one. Very, very, very promising. Again, especially being live as well, because we go to all these random nations. You know, the live stream community is awesome. I highly recommend checking out our live streams on this channel. You don't have to go to Twitter or anything. We're live on this channel every Monday and Friday, and we're going to be live more so with Football Manager. And this series, there's just so much potential with it, because you get to manage so many different players, manage in so many different leagues you don't normally go to, try out different formations. There's going to be a lot of sackings. There's going to be a lot of team changes, a lot of interviews, and we're going to try claw our way up to 5-star rep. Sometimes it's interesting too, because sometimes teams take a punt on you. If you're a low manager, 1-star, half a star, sometimes a team might take a punt on you, but if you perform badly, boom, you're fired straight, because they're not paying you anything because your rep is so low. So it's so easy to get sacked. I love this challenge. I love this graphic too. Shout out Jocko for making this. I've updated it with FM26. Very, very excited about Manager Reputation Challenge returning in live stream form. Last but not least, our main video version series. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two series I love doing very, very much on Football Manager. Manager Reputation Challenge is one of them, which is the live stream series. The other one is Trophy Collector. Trophy Collector is such a fun journey. It's the complete opposite of a Manager Reputation Challenge. Manager Rep Challenge, you're half a star. Your main focus is your own reputation, not a club's reputation, not winning the biggest trophies. It's focusing on your reputation. You're winning these random trophies in random leagues, random nations all around the world, trying to boost yourself as a manager to work your way up to the top 5 leagues. Trophy Collector flips it on his head. You start in the top 5 leagues: England, France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. We're going to be starting with Crystal Palace, which I think is a very fun team, because obviously the Conference League is now a thing, and Crystal Palace are in the Conference League. The goal of Trophy Collector is to win the following trophies, all within a 20-year span, ladies and gentlemen. You have the 3 UEFA competitions, Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. And then the 5 major leagues and their major domestic cup. You have the Premier League, FA Cup, Ligue 1, the French main cup, which I don't know what it is, Germany Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, Serie A, and the Serie A Cup, Tim Vision Cup, the Copa España. No, that's for Spain. Copa del Rey is there as well. No, Copa del Rey is the main one. Copa España is the first one, something like that. La Liga and Copa del Rey are the trophies you need to win, ladies and gentlemen. Usually, I would put the Euros and World Cup in there, but there's no international football this year. It's coming a year later as an update, so I don't think that will be able to be involved in Trophy Collector. But I might switch it out. I might add a Super Cup, or a Club World Cup, but I think that's part of that as well. I'm not too sure. But anyway, these are the trophies I have. If there's any more trophies you think that makes sense, let me know. There will also be an honorable mention part for like Community Shield, Capital One Cup, stuff like that. But these are the trophies we need to win. We're going to start at Crystal Palace. I think starting at the Premier League, again, most people know the Premier League. The Premier League is licensed now, so I want to start in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, very, very difficult. I didn't want to start like Arsenal or Man City where we can win the league straight away. Realistically, we're going to be focused on that FA Cup for the first few years. The Conference League is going to be tough. It's Crystal Palace's first time in that European competition. That's going to be very tough. Winning the league with Crystal Palace will take a lot of work. Even the FA Cup is going to be very, very challenging. And then, of course, let's say we win the FA Cup. Let's say eventually we win the league. The goal is to win in all of these 5 major leagues, plus in Europe as well. So we're going to be bouncing around. We're going to be starting as a good manager, bouncing around from England to France to Germany, Italy, Spain. Again, you might get sacked along the way, but these are the 5 leagues we need to win in. We don't need to go anywhere else. Only these 5 leagues, all of these trophies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trophies in 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. So we have some buffer time. We have a few years. If we don't win, it's okay. But then it really starts to ramp up. If you're missing some trophies late on, it really starts to ramp up. It's a long-term save, focusing on the big 5 leagues, the big trophies, the big teams, big players. I think it's absolutely awesome. And it's complete reverse of Manager Reputation Challenge. So both series will be completely different. And again, if you become a member, your players will also be involved in Trophy Collector as well. So there you go. The beta is going to be focusing on Arsenal, just, you know, getting to grips with the game. We're going to be looking around, trying new stuff, just seeing how the game is. Then as soon as November 4th drops, we're going to be starting Trophy Collector, ladies and gentlemen, starting with Crystal Palace in the Premier League. I love Crystal Palace, one of my favorite teams in the Premier League as well, so I'm very excited about that. Focusing on Crystal Palace first, trying to win all of these trophies around the footballing world. And then we will also have a live stream series, Manager Reputation Challenge, where we start as a half-star manager. Try to reach a 5-star world-class, best in the world managing reputation across every single league in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I think there's some fun series. Hopefully you do as well. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite one that you're most looking forward to. Let me know if you're going to join along. Again, become a YouTube member. Click that join button. You get an RPW contract and you get involved in Football Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very excited. As soon as the beta drops, we're going to be starting our Arsenal beta series. Football Manager's back, baby. This is how my channel started. This is how the channel's going to go for the rest of 2025 and into 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, much of as always, take care and peace.